Hi everyone, today's topic is oligopoly. Oligopoly market we will discuss, and before that in my previous video I have already completed perfect market, monopoly and monopolistic. So oligopoly means what? Oligo means few. Oligi means few and poly means seller. So those kind of market, those kind of products where are few sellers and large number of buyers. And this one is the who clearly recognize their mutual interdependence is called oligopoly market. If the firm is oligopoly produce a homogeneous product, the market structure is called a pure oligopoly, like cement, chemicals. If you are purchasing this product from any seller, product could be will be homogeneous. So these kind of markets are pure oligopoly. And one more example we can take it for pure oligopoly. Suppose you are taking petrol from any three companies, right? So this petrol is same. You are taking cylinder, gas cylinder. If in our country three gas cylinders people are selling, three companies are operational. So this one is the gas cylinders. I mean that one is this one is the gas is same. So here is I'm talking about LPG. But when the product is differentiated, the industry is referred to as a differentiated oligopoly, like computers, automobiles. Suppose somebody would like to purchase a car, four-wheeler. So how many options are available? And those options are available in the market. A person can choose out of these options from out of these options, he can select a one car. If we will talk about our country, India, in our country, there are number of sellers. Somebody would like to purchase four-wheeler. So let's say number of those are the sellers. Brand names are available like Maruti, Honda, and there is Toyota, Volkswagen, and other companies like Tata, Mahindra, and other companies. Then number of the but limited companies are available. You have these number of companies choice. Large number of population, I mean in our country, entire population is depending upon only on these companies. So that is known as oligopoly market. Oligopoly market means less number of few sellers in the market and large number of buyers. Same way, if suppose you would like to purchase computer, so there is HP, Dell. I mean, there's a n number of the companies, however, but these are very limited. When the product is differentiated, the industry is referred to as a differentiated oligopoly. That is why we are calling it differentiated oligopoly. But suppose you're purchasing car either from Honda or you are purchasing from Toyota, but this one is the car. Maybe that would be on the similar price and features is almost similar, but these are not identical to each other. Their shape, their design, that would not be same. So these are differentiated oligopoly because product is not identical. The basic characteristics that differentiates oligopoly from other market structure is the fact that firms are aware that the choice made by any one of them affects the profits of all. So there are, because see, if somebody is taking any decision, so that would give impact on other competitors also. Those are existing in the market or rivals. So this one is there is the two kinds of bonding we will discuss in this lecture only, whether they are making policies together or they are making their, I mean, whatever their decision making independently. So how it will give impact on the market. When I will discuss with you king demand curve, where is the price rigidity. This particular king demand curve, price rigidity, this model has been given by Paul M. Sweezy. So I will discuss, then I would explain you how if the one person will reduce their price and that will give impact on the other competitors. If the one person is increasing their price, so how it will affect to that particular organization, right? Those are reducing their price. So this is important. We will discuss in that particular video. There are two important consequences of recognizing mutual interdependence. Each firm is vitally concerned with what its rival are up to, and each firm must either observe or predict what actions the other firms are going to take. So each firm knows that the other firm are watching it and will respond to its actions. A firm must take into account the reactions of its rival when deciding what to do. If let's say one company is giving discount, one company is giving offers, so another company would also start giving these kind of how they are reacting, because they are also watching all the activities of competitors of rival companies, how they are giving offers and discounts and other and what kind of prices, what kind of features and all, and simultaneously they are also giving these kind of characteristics and offers and all. So here is like let's say one company, they are offering in a four-wheeler, let's say they are offering sunroof, moonroof. But other company, four-wheelers, producers, manufacturers, they do not have this kind of feature. But customers, they are asking this kind of feature. Other companies, they are providing at this cost. So obviously, they would also plan to launch such kind of product in the market. And that depends upon what kind of price they would opt and what kind of price they are going to introduce. Next, we come to the sources of oligopoly. Sources of oligopoly generally the same as for the monopoly, like economies of scale. Economies of scale, as I had discussed, internal economies and external economies. Internal economies means due to the organization. If we can economize the scale. Economies of scale means our labor, those are doing, this one is the specialization, right? What kind of work these people are doing, labor. So we are giving again and again same kind of work, so their efficiency will improve. So ultimately our cost of production will be go down. And economies of outside means we are talking about, this one is the internal economies example, but external economies, if we will talk about like government is giving any subsidy. So that would be reduce your cost of production. Any GST rates has been reduced, right? So ultimately your this cost of production will be reduced, and other kind of features, whatever is the economy, external, any external factors, they are affecting your cost of production, that is known as external economies of scale. Next is, let's say, if I will talk about, let's say petrol price and crude oil price has been reduced, so ultimately what will give you impact, ultimately transportation cost will reduce, so your cost of production will be reduced, because at the international market this price, these prices are has been reduced, so ultimately your cost of production will be reduced. So that is, we are treating as economies of scale. But vice versa, if the crude oil prices are increasing, diesel, petrol prices are increasing, so ultimately that would be treated as external diseconomies. Then we come to the huge capital investment. Here is huge capital investment and specialized inputs may be required, because ultimately oligopoly market that required license as well as huge investment is required, because you are catering the needs of large number of customers, large number of buyers. A few firms may own a patent. Yes, of course, very important. Own a patent to produce a commodity or to use a particular production process. So here is patent to produce a commodity or to use a particular production process, because they would have patent right, and none other person can produce the same commodity because patent rights are with that particular person. And government may give franchisee to only a few firms to operate in the market. Yes, of course, because why everybody is not, they could not be able to start their firm because they have not got the license. They would like to produce these four-wheelers in the market, but they could not be able to produce just because of this. They do not have their license. merger and acquisition. That is very important. You have seen number of the companies, like you have seen now the and number of the companies, those are doing merger and acquisitions. Just because of this, either they are going in loss, or they are sharing the profit margins and all. So just because of this, these are there. Next, we come to the features of oligopolist market. There is, as I said, there are few firms. Oligopoly refers to a market situation with a few sellers. Here, number of sellers is two or more. These sellers are producing an identical product or producing close substitute. The oligopolistic firm does not enjoy complete monopoly. The firm is monopolist in character due to brand name and other features. Why? Because Honda itself, I mean, those are the brand loyal person. They would purchase only that particular car. If people are purchasing Toyota, so they will purchase only Toyota. So I mean, this the firm is a monopolist in character due to brand name and other features. Like if somebody will say this car is a luxury car, so I have to purchase only that. This particular car is good for mileage, so I would purchase that particular car, right? So here is dependence in seller's behavior. Under oligopoly, a seller has to be well aware of the actions, strategies, and reactions of his rivals. These decisions can be treated to price, output, or marketing strategy. Entry restrictions. Entry restrictions means importing. There is the importance of selling cost. Here is entry restrictions means you can understand there it would be licenses required, so nobody can enter at any moment. It's not like a vegetable market, like perfect market, perfect competition, where anybody can enter into the market and anybody can exit from the market. Importance of selling cost in view of the intense competition and interdependence of the firm. Under oligopoly, the firm compete with each other through various sales promotions, measuring like price cutting discounts, door to door campaign, advertisement. So therefore, there is a great importance of selling cost and advertisement under the oligopolistic market structure. So there is the selling cost, advertisement cost are incorporated. Then we come to the interdependence of demand curve of our oligopolist. Unlike perfect competition, an oligopolist cannot ignore the reaction of the rival firms in view of the interdependence of the firm in it. Any change in the price by one firm may result in a change in the price by rival firm. Therefore, it is not definite. Instead, it is interminate. So you can understand interdependence of the demand curve of oligopolists. I was talking about the same. There is the Paul and Suzy King demand curve. I will discuss in my coming up video. Where is I would explain you what is interdependence and why demand curve, what kind of behavior of the demand curve it is reflecting, why it is bending, why we are calling it King demand curve. And there is determinants of the price and output under oligopoly. We will talk about a number of theories have been proposed to explain oligopoly equilibrium, like ignoring interdependence. When there is the Carnot and here is the Bernard model, there is the we are ignoring interdependence. Means one company they are giving their own price. One company they do not they are not making policies jointly. Like let's say I will not reduce my product price, you should also not reduce your price. Ultimately what could be we will reduce shrink our margins. But when you are ignoring interdependence, you are not bothering about other person, what kind of prices they are giving. We are giving our prices, you are giving your prices. So that means ignoring interdependence. So here is some economists have assumed that oligopolist firms ignored the interdependence. When interdependence disappears from the decision making, the demand curve facing them become determinant and can be ascertained using the models of duopoly and by given by this one is the Carnot and Bernard. So Carnot model means we are talking about in this model assume that each oligopolist firm would set its output in the belief that its rival firms of output would remain constant. And Bernard assumed that what they said that an oligopolist firm would set its price in the belief that its rival firm would keep the price unchanged. That means you can understand. According to this model, they believe firm's output would be same, remain constant. Means suppose they are producing 100 units and they will be producing in future also 100 units. That would not affect to your production. But not, they said price unchanged. They said whatever is there, they will not. You are assuming this thing. Those are the competitor companies. They will not reduce or increase or decrease their prices. So here is predicting prediction pattern and counter moves of rival. That is the another way. The second approach, that was the first approach, where when we are ignoring our rival companies' behavior. But this is the reaction pattern and counter moves of rivals. The second approach is to assume that oligopolistic firms are able to predict the reaction patterns and counters move of his rivals. Some of the important models, those are based on Chamberlain models, Sweezy model, Hall and Hitch model, etc. I will discuss each and every model in my coming up videos, and I would explain you in detail what is Carnot model, what is Barnard model, what are the features, what could be the kind of curve, right? And as well as Sweezy model, Chamberlain model, and Hall and Hitch model, I will discuss. And I will discuss in my next video. This one is the collision and cartels, and that is entirely independent concept. So I hope this video will be helpful to you. So oligopoly market, we will discuss in the few coming up videos. And one more thing, those are watching my videos. They had requested, ma'am, kindly give the order number. I mean, which one is the first video, then second video, third video, and kindly do the numbering. And most probably within a 1 or 2 days, I will do it. I mean, which video is at the number one, two, three? I mean, what is the sequence? So accordingly, one, two, three, I will give them numbering, so that would be convenient to you how you have to go through video, which one is you have to see first, which one is you have to see last. So I hope this video would be helpful to you. Thank you. Keep watching and stay tuned.